Hey, tarot fans! Welcome to Timeless Tarot. I'm Cindy, and this is your weekly What's Up for the week beginning Monday, October 27th. And it's pick a card. So, what I'm going to do is pull 3 charms. I'd like you to select a charm, whichever one that you feel most drawn to. And that will give me 3 groups or 3 little collectives to read for. And then I'm going to do a 9-card spread for each one. It'll be 3 cards for your past, 3 cards for your current energies, and the 3 cards for your incoming energies for the week beginning Monday, October 27th. That being said, if you come across this reading and it isn't that particular week or that particular day or even that particular year, there are no synchronicities. This is Timeless Tarot, so if you come across it on a day other than the day that I've actually taped it, no worries, the reading is still for you. And that being said, please take whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate for you, it's not your reading. You can check something else out with another reader, or you can check out some of my other readings, and there might be something in there for you. There will be timestamps below, so if you end up picking group 3, you don't have to go through everything. You can just click ahead to the timestamp, and your group reading will be there. Also, if you could take a moment to please like, share, and subscribe. This is a new channel, so if you hit that subscribe button and enjoy the video, that would be fantastic, and it helps me out an awful lot. So, without further ado, let's pick some charms here. Got a big bag of them. Got a whole bunch that just arrived, as well as some new ones, so kind of excited to see what we're going to get. All right. We get here, group 1, group 2. I'm going to pick another one. And, okay, 3 charms here. We have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Looks like we got a little box. So, group 1, you get this one, this little wooden symbol. It's not a rune, looks like a rune, but it's not an actual Icelandic or Nordic rune. But if this is the charm that is most appealing to you, this is you, and you are in group 1. Group 2, oh, it's kind of cute. This is your charm. Nice and close up there, right over my eye. It looks like a little seashell. It might be a conch. Could be a hermit crab shell. But this is for you. If this charm is pulling you in, then you are in group 2. And the third charm, group 3, this little moon with a pentacle. Huh. That one puts me immediately in mind of the moon card, the moon tarot. So there might be something to do with the subconscious manifestation there. If this is pulling you in, then you are in group 3. And again, there's going to be timestamps, so you can click ahead after the video has been uploaded, and you can go right to your group rather than watching it all, unless you want to watch it all, which is also cool. Okay, so to recap, group 1, you get the wooden rune. That's group 1. Group 2, you get the golden seashell. There we go, golden seashell for you. I think it is, well, it's a hermit crab of some sort. And group 3, you get the mysterious, there we go, moon with a pentacle. All right, so now that you know your groups, remember that there's timestamps, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Group 1. Group 1. So this rune is, again, not a Nordic rune, not an Icelandic rune. It's just sigils that somebody made and sold, and I bought them. They're really cute. And according to them, and it makes a lot of sense, it's what it looks like to me too, this is a rune that signifies the energy of the divine feminine. It actually kind of looks to me like, if you turn it this way, kind of got the uterus there, maybe. And it really does have kind of a female energy attached to it for sure. The energy vibe that I'm getting off of this is mothering, Queen of Cups kind of energy. Also maybe Empress energy, because it's a wooden rune, so it has an earthly element to it. So that sort of that Taurus Empress, nurturing, abundance, creative kind of energy attached to it. So that will be the energy that is. So that is the energy that is overall encompassed for this reading. So that's good. And now I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. All right, group 1. One more little shuffle here. What do we got? 3 cards for group 1. Weekly What's Up? All right. Okay, in your past energy, you get recent past. And sometimes it's not actually recent, it just feels really recent. It's really with you. Sometimes it can be quite old, but all of a sudden it's on your mind for some reason. Something that happened ages ago is suddenly popped up to be rehashed and re-digested, I guess. We all have things like that. But anyway, in your recent past, you get the Page of Pentacles in the upright, the 6 of Cups. It's flanked, the Page of Pentacles is flanked by the 6 of Cups in the upright. Ooh, and the Knight of Wands in the upright. That actually looks like pretty good energy there. In your group 1, in your present, you get the Queen of Swords in the upright, the Queen of Wands in the upright, and the Page of Wands in the upright. Okay, that's interesting, especially based on that overall energy being the Divine Feminine, and then you've got 2 queens at each other, looking at a little old page there. Okay, and in your future, the energy that's coming in at you, you get the King of Pentacles reversed, and the 5 of Swords. That King of Pentacles reversed is flanked by the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Wands in the upright. Okay, things just got serious. Under the deck, so the subconscious energy that you are surrounded by, but you may not be aware of, may still be in your subconscious, you get the World in the upright. So incoming energy, that Page of Pentacles, flanked by the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. It's the Page of Pentacles suggests always to me somebody is looking, that little page there is learning, looking at something as in trying to decide what it is. All the pages are youthful. All the pages they don't really know yet what's going on. They're just you can think of them as being teenagers or a younger energy. And the Page of Pentacles being something that has actually come to pass in the 3D, or soon to come to pass in the 3D. It is, to me, it always looks like they're learning, but not just learning generally. That's kind of more of a Page of Swords feeling to me. It's learning with the focus on being, is what I am about to produce or thinking of producing or wanting to produce or on the cusp of being produced, what is in the production line, is it actually going to turn out and be what I think it is? It sort of has like a 7 of Pentacles kind of vibe, even an 8 of Pentacles kind of vibe. It's sort of the feeling of curiosity, and it's curiosity with regard to, in my mind, especially with the way that this one is set up right now, it's curiosity with regard to what I want to do. Something, I'm thinking about doing something is actually, I'm just about ready to actually produce something, but is it really what I want? Is it really going to turn out That's it. Is it really going to turn out the way that I think it's going to be? But it's a very positive, very optimistic card. The pages are always optimistic, and you're flanked by that Six of Cups there. So it might be something that you are, that you have in the past discussed with a close friend. There's definitely a feeling of encouragement and support and friendship and then with the Knight of Wands there, you have that feeling of, you go from a Page of Pentacles to a Knight of Wands, so there's definitely the urge to take action. I think the urge to take action might be, you might be putting the horse before the cart a little bit here, because it doesn't, I don't get the feeling that it's been particularly well planned out. But there's definitely a positive, feeling to the past energy, and again, it's supportive and just about to take action. Okay, going into your current energies, we have these Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands looking over at the Queen of Swords, like this. And I don't know if you get the same energy, but the energy I get off of that is a contest of sorts between confidence and logic. The queens are energies that receive, being female, and again, we have the overall energy of the female here, bringing something into your real world 3D experience, bring something into the physical. And it looks to me like we still haven't actually brought this into the physical yet. And possibly the holdup might be that there is the part of you that wants to take action has some doubts. And not serious doubts. It's not like she's in reverse or anything, but she's looking over there almost like for confirmation from that Queen of Swords. So you have the inspiration, and there's a part of you that's saying, yeah, let's go for it. But the verdict from your rational mind, the rational part of you is like, hang on here, let me double check, need to cross some T's, need to dot our I's here, let's make sure we're doing this right, because the incoming energy into your present right now that is trying to get in is this Page of Wands. So we're moving from a Knight of Wands reduced to a Page of Wands. So I think that this is a second look, not in a bad way. It's sort of before you actually enact anything, you're going back to take a second look to make sure that it makes logical sense, not just something to get excited about. Before we get too excited, let's settle down here and let's take out our calculators. That's what I think the energy for the present is. So that's good. That looks very good. However, going into your incoming energy, the future energy, you got a stumbling block here. Coming in, it looks to me like whatever it is that this project that you are looking at, once you take out your calculators, you might be a few bucks short. It looks like that King of Pentacles in the reverse is not the King of Pentacles in the upright. This is the guy that provides. This is the banker. The Queen of Pentacles tends to decide or makes the recommendation of whether it's a good idea or not. And the king actually makes the decision, and it's his name on the check. And he does not look quite ready to sign off. Flanked there, we have the Five of Swords, which is that energy of all the fives are conflict, but that energy is somebody might be taking a hard line here, and that hard line is with regard to the whatever relationship you have, if you have a partner here, and I'm guessing that you probably do, and it's somebody from your past, somebody that has been quite supportive in your past, it may cause a bit of conflict. So you might have a disagreement there. Caution. I would advise some caution on this, not to be too, not to win at any cost, because it might not be worth it. So when it comes to having conflict with a business partner this week, or anybody that's helping you out, or anybody that is part of a project, I would choose my words carefully and try to remember kindness there, because your King of Pentacles in reverse, that's another reminder that you get more bees with honey. And this, you want this guy to be giving you a little honey here, and it doesn't look like he is inclined to do that. You have and then finishing of the week, you have the 10 of Wands in the upright, which basically shows you pushing through, but it's hard. It's hard. It might be a question of getting your focus. Really, the way it's lined up on the table, you go from a knight, all fired up to do something, but maybe not the best plan in place. It is unstable enthusiasm to, okay, let's take a step back. I'm still, I'm going from super enthusiastic to still curious, but maybe taking a second look. And then you finish off the week with, oh, this is going to be harder than I thought. It might be, I might have bitten off more than I can chew. The subconscious energy of the world here is very hopeful, because it tells me that you are trying to level up. You're trying to do something that will I think this is more 3D than internally, but it's always internal first. But that will give you a different perspective, or give you different options, or open up different doors for you. So I think what you're doing, it looks like it looks like it's a very profitable thing to do in the long run, but I think it's going to be harder than you thought it was going to be at first blush. In the past, it looked a little bit easier. I think it's going to be a little bit more challenging than you expected, and you might have some issues with funding it more than you originally expected. That being said, you are definitely thinking through it, and you definitely are, your confidence is still there. You haven't lost your spark on this. So overall, I would say to you this week, just mind your P's and Q's when you're doing negotiations. You might have a bit of fire there that won't help your situation, and slow down. You need to push through, but don't be a bull in a china shop about it. All right? Okay, that's what I got for you, group 1. Overall, pretty good reading. Little bit crunchy there, crunchier than you might have thought, but I don't see an outcome for you yet. I think there's still a lot of work to do, or a bit of work to do. And it looks like you are still going to move forward, just albeit at a slower pace. So on to group 2. Group 2, you got our little, come into focus there, buddy. You got our little golden seashell. Looks to me like it is a conch or a hermit crab seashell. And I got to tell you, the immediate impact when I pulled this charm I got was the hermit, probably from the hermit crab. I got the hermit card, which is a card of accumulated and alchemized wisdom. So the hermit represents lessons that you have learned. not just through a book, through experience. He is the ninth card, the Fool being a 0, the Fool on the Fool's journey. If you're interested in learning about tarot, I will be talking about the Fool either this week or next week. I'm not quite sure. But for Saturday's tarot, I might do a little bit more background before I actually get into the specific cards. But that being said, a little teaser for when I do the Fool. The Fool is a 9 card, which represents accumulation of the Fool's journey. Or the Hermit is a 9 card, which represents the accumulation of the Fool's journey from 0 potential through cards 1 through 8. And it is the lessons that he has learned. Actually, in the Rider-Waite deck, the Fool, or the Hermit, is an old man standing on a cliff. Which makes sense because he used to be that young fool, young man, about to step off a cliff, having no idea what he's going to get into, getting himself into, super optimistic. And when he gets all the way up that cliff, going through all the trials and tribulation of the next 8 cards, he becomes the Hermit, a card number 9, who is shining the lantern down for others to follow. So I'm definitely getting a feeling, before we even get into this reading group 2, that energy is strong in this. So this week might be a week of self-reflection for you, where you are alchemizing or processing, it's a better word, processing some recent lessons learned. And you also might be mentoring someone else. You might be in a position where you're able to give someone some really good advice that you are, that you have actually learned, not just a platitude. So let's see what you get. First 3 cards for your recent past. Oh, okay. You get the Page of Swords, another card about learning, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. In your current energies for this week, you get Temperance in the reverse, 7 of Wands in the reverse, and the Empress in the upright. And for the incoming energies for your upcoming future, immediate future, you get the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of, Strength, the Major Arcana 8 card in reverse. Ooh, and the Emperor in reverse. Under the deck subconscious energy, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. Group 2. This might be a bit of a crunchy week here. And okay, we'll get into it. You've got 3 major arcanas closing out each one of your 3 card spreads. 2 major arcanas closing out your present energy and your future energy. The Empress in the upright and the Emperor in the reverse. So bear that in mind, because I'm going to get back to that in a minute. Also, Temperance in the very middle of the spread, in the center of your spread, is in reverse. So there's going to be some emotional, a little bit on the rocky side. I would say, looking at your past, Page of Swords, you are not sure what to make of things. You're taking, in your recent past, there's been a time period, and I don't think it's done. I don't think you're done with it, where you were intellectually trying to take in a bunch of information. You might have been flooded. And the information has to do with your values and your emotions. So it doesn't look in the past like it was so much of a conflict between your values and your emotions, but more of a reorganization, an assessment. An assessment. You might be thinking about your values and your emotions and how you express those things outwardly in a different light. You might be thinking about how best to approach someone. something like that. Like how do I approach someone about this important thing without that might be a little bit challenging. You might have to talk to somebody about something. You could be having I don't want to say an intervention, but it looks to me like there's some sort of conversation or an idea here that is leading to I don't know whether it's an internal conflict. It may just be yeah, actually, I think it likely is an internal within yourself. You're trying to reconcile. That's the word I've been looking for. Your values and how you embody those values in everyday life with your emotions and how you embody those in everyday life. Okay. Moving into your current energies, you get temperance in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse, the easiest way to read that is just the opposite of temperance, so an upset. But I think it can also be a little bit deeper than that, which is, or quite a bit deeper than that, and it has to do with healing. And when temperance is in the upright, you have two balanced energies or two energies that are coming together to make a third energy, like an alloy. If you think of how tin is made, I don't know what the two elements are. Lead, steel, something, I don't know, but somebody will put that in the comments. But it's like taking two energies together, like energetic energies together to make a third. So if you think in terms of taking, let's say, nurturing energy with anger, if you were to take those two energies together to try to make a third, you might get something like vindictiveness. You might get something like somebody withholding. Or if you turn that around, if you took something like the energy of, well, in this case, actually, I'll take what I have on the table here. We have the Empress in the upright, which is very nurturing energy. And then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is in the upright, it's about boundaries and it's about caution. When it's in the reverse, it can be a feeling of, actually, I think I got the answer here. I think we got it. Right now, in your present, I believe that you are moving toward abundance. You are definitely moving toward abundance, and you are definitely moving toward bringing, again, Taurus energies, your values, and the things that are important to you, and nurturing and caring for others. And there could have been, or there was, in your past, boundaries that were not respected. That could be what the whole conversation is about. Either you or somebody else was not so great at respecting a boundary, but without any ill will or without any what's the word I'm looking for? There's no malintent, there's no ill intent here, but might have overstepped. And so now there's a recalibration, a renegotiation, a very deep and renegotiation that includes healing of the situation. Somebody's feelings may have been hurt. And so it looks right now in the present, this week, the energy is coming together and trying to heal it. Doesn't look like it's healed, but it looks like the goal, your goal, is to heal, that sort of hurt feelings and inconsiderate. Somebody, I don't know who it was, think it might have been you, but somebody was a bit inconsiderate, and now they're trying to figure out how to move forward and heal from that with love, and with there's a lot of love, with love, and everybody trying to move into changing the situation back into something really, really good. I don't think came from a negative situation. I think it was really high functioning, and it went a little off the rails there, and it's trying to get back. So incoming energy, you get the Two of Pentacles in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the Emperor in reverse. This really just mirrors everything that I just said with with the energy of it's not going to be easy. It's kind of crunchy, and it might be a bit chaotic. Again, I'm going to go back to somebody's feelings got hurt here. Somebody is I want to say, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. We'll try it. Somebody is butthurt. Okay. I don't know whether it's you. I don't know where it's them. But it doesn't look like it's insurmountable, but it is foundational and it is important. We need to get that Emperor. You're closing out with the Emperor in reverse. We need to get that Emperor back into the upright so that you can move forward from a solid base and a solid structure. And getting there, you got a bit to go through. This week looks like it's going to be about balancing out emotions and healing to the point where you can actually really talk about where you want to go from here. And then next week, once that comes in, it's going to get, or closing out the week and into next week, once you're talking civilly to each other again, it looks to me like it's still going to be a little bit crunchy because it really has a feeling of where do we go from here. And the past situation does have a feeling of leaving one or both parties. I think it's both parties feeling a little weaker. The connection might feel a little bit weaker. And so there's some thinking to do. You got some thinking to do. And I don't see it being resolved, but I do see it being dealt with, at least in the energetic. And that's what I got for you. I hope this helped, and I hope it all works out to your best and highest good. Doesn't look too awful, but it does look pretty serious in that you're not going to be able to move forward, at least not with that particular person, or that person's not going to be able to move forward with you until they deal with this. Okay, moving on to group 3. You guys are the moon with the pentacle, and the little silver moon with the pentacle there. And the energy I get off this immediately, and you can see actually it was reflecting the light there. The energy I get off of this immediately is the moon card, big time. And it's really about, I'm really feeling like there's a mystery about whether your plan is actually going to bear the fruit, is actually going to, there's a feeling of expectation. And there is a feeling of not being able to see maybe the next step or maybe the outcome, looking for the outcome, possibly a little bit too soon. But let's see. So group 3 for you, the first 3 cards for your recent past, I get the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, lack of cooperation, and the King of Swords. Ooh, decisions. Okay, very serious. looks like you got something accomplished there. We'll get to that. In the current energies, you get the Ace of Cups, looking good. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Ooh, and the 2 of Swords also in the reverse. Interesting. Okay, coming up in your incoming energies, immediate future, you get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, side by each. Oh, and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. That's crazy. This deck was shuffled, I don't know, 14 times. So I think I did 14 times. Oh, and in the Subconscious energy, you get the Queen of Wands in reverse. You're in the dark. This whole reading, this whole reading is very much an internal process of not feeling super solid. Mm. The heart of the reading, the card in the middle is the Ace of Cups. So we're talking about something that is important to your happiness, something that you desire, and you feel at least that it has the potential. Something here we're talking about has the potential to make you happy. But okay, so in your recent past, you get the Knight of Pentacles flanked by the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Swords in the upright. That's a decision. That's a decision that you're going to do it by yourself. There's something here that you've been working on. You might have been working on it for a minute and it's been trucking along, not going very fast, but making slow, steady progress. And it looks like in the past you might have had a partner or had some allies or people that were working with you. And you're leaving them behind. Because of lack of cooperation or possibly different visions. Could be a different vision of what you were even trying to accomplish in the first place. It looks to me like someone, either you or them, these roles can be reversed, but as you're reading, it looks like the King of Swords came in to that Knight of Pentacles and said, okay, I'm going to do this by myself. Okay, we're better off without him. Okay. Sometimes you are. Hopefully you are. Often you are. I personally, I'm not really a group work kind of person. So I can totally feel this energy and go, yeah, sure, absolutely. But some people prefer a collaborative approach. And in your recent past, it looks like the decision to move from a collaborative approach has been made. Okay, bringing us into the present, that made you feel good, felt good about it, maybe re-energized, but there is a little bit of bitterness attached to that. So while you are feeling like, okay, I'm going to do this by myself, I'm better off without you guys, it's kind of got that, and I'm better off without you guys feeling to it, which isn't the best feeling in the world. And also you've got the Two of Swords in reverse. So the Two of Swords, when she's upright, this is someone who has competing ideas, either between others or internally, could be in herself, could be a cognitive dissonance, that she is keeping the peace, literally keeping the peace. You stay there, you stay there. We're gonna go through this, and sometimes that is requires a little bit of willful ignorance. Sometimes it requires turning a blind eye to somebody's bad, but not irrevocably bad type of what's the word I want to look here? I guess it's just willful ignorance, like your kid's doing something that yeah, you really need to correct them on, but you're a little bit too tired to do it today. So you're letting them get away with it. In the reverse, that's going to break. That can't hold. There's going to be a come to Jesus moment of some sort. Okay. So you've made a decision to go it alone. You feel pretty good about it at first, but there is a little bitterness towards the people that you're leaving behind, and you might have overlooked something that's going to come back to bite you. Okay, incoming energies. We got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. That is loss of support in the physical. That is loss of, well, it can either be loss of self-care, you could be overwhelmed, or it could be selfishness. I'm kind of inclined to read it as selfishness on someone's part. And then the Nine of Pentacles is really a disruption of your peace in the 3D. The Nine of Pentacles, when she's in the upright, this is a beautiful woman who has earned her own and who is enjoying her garden that she built, by the way. And when it's like this, she is no longer enjoying the fruits of her labor for whatever reason. But even if she still has all of those pentacles, it's not giving her any personal satisfaction. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. This energy closing you out for this week is pretty crunchy. I'm just going to shuffle the deck here because you need some advice. Because the incoming energy it's not dire, but going it alone is not actually going to be as easy as you thought it was going to be. Let's see. Advice, Spirit, please. Okay, that's super interesting. So the advice we get here is the Six of Cups. That's soul connection, soul tribe connection, not so much twin flame or soulmate, but soul tribe connection. So you have love around you, you have friends and support around you, and they may make no, I'm not getting that. You need to reach out. You need to reach out, and if you do break down and reach out, you will be well received. And Queen of Wands, yeah, and you'll get back on track. Your confidence will come back. Oh, a Knight of Pentacles in reverse again, but you're still going to have to figure out. You're the person may not. Your soul connection that's going to help you out and help restore your confidence, you may not be able to look to them for actual 3D in the physical resources, but you will get emotional support, and it will be maybe more of a mentor type situation. Again, I don't think the problem is actually what you're doing. I think the problem is more like now that you're in this situation, you're not sure what the path forward is, because the person or people that you were collaborating with in the past, that you thought maybe you could go it all alone, it may be that they actually were more integral to your project than you thought. So, okay, that's what I got for you. I hope this helped. And if you liked this video and you found it helpful, please like, share, and please subscribe. And other than that, I hope I see you next time. Cheers.